Surprise, people! I am awake in time for stream. Can you believe it? Okay, first to check to see if Twitch is awake, because that's important. It is awake! It is important. Right, time to spam the universe with news of Planescape. It is the most important news that is ever newsed. Okay, we go there, we go there, we go here, we go there, we go here and there and there. There we go. Hello, Tolroth. Hello, 19 LG99. Lots of numbers. Alright, alright. Spamming to Discord as well, because that's important. That's it really, I think. Alright. It's always refreshing to do a Planescape stream, because there's less fiddly bits to worry about than from the depth stream. I don't need to link to the Platono hub and everything. What else? What else? That's it. We can Planescape. I'm just going to move my friend up here, and I'm going to get the nameless one off screen, and I'm going to turn off the elevator music and right, select life, day 13. I believe this is where we were. There we go.
Some new tricks?
Oh yeah, our rogue leveled up. Wising my border. Indeed. Hello, Vanguard. HMS. I saw a video yesterday of someone putting together a list of games with the steepest learning curves of all time. Somehow FTD wasn't on it. It might have been such a steep learning curve that they hadn't even heard of it. Okay, I've completely forgotten. Oh, hello. Alright, so let's go... 1, 2, 3, 4... Let's just max out stealth. Accept, and good. Right, we've got a team. What were we doing again? Ease Merriman's memory. We need to find that thing. We need to find Keys of Her Heart. Okay, da-da-da. Personal Scent. Versus Crimson Veil. Okay. Find the Night Hag. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, then. Right. I think the items I need to, like, make the mute prostitute speak. That is an interesting phrase, out of context. Need container of ice, yeah. Yeah, if From the Depths has a cliff, not a learning curve, and we need a container for ice. We need a container for ice. Where does one find a container for ice? Right, when in doubt, go back to the place.
I'm gone.
And think carefully. Weiss container, yeah. FTD's curve isn't a curve, there's a giant wall with spikes coming out of it. That's slowly pushing you into another wall with spikes. Yep. I like how on our Planescape... Let's talk to this guy, we haven't talked to him yet. This short, balding man's orange tunic and rather sizable gut give him the look of a walking pumpkin. He is absentmindedly patting his large paunch with a slow rhythm, as if it were a drum. The man's odd, crooked smile and a strange gleam in his eyes make him look a bit mad. Greetings. The man gives an exaggerated, flourishing bow and presents a small card which reads only, Jumble Murder Sense, Zakozext, Sorcerer Extraordinaire. He then snatches the card from your grasp and proceeds to eat it, grinning wildly all the while. Mort whispers, Somewhere an asylum is one barmy short. Add some questions, Jumble. Jumble lawns and looks away, drumming on his belly with the palms of his hands. Jumble? My questions? Jumble rolls his eyes. He turns to you, smokes, and bites his thumb. Are you mute? Is that why you want to answer me? Jumble cocks his head and gives you a stupid grin. Slowly he shrugs, then shuts his eyes and sticks his tongue out at you. I'm just gonna leave. I don't have time for this person. Alright, let's just head out here. I think... Where's the art gallery? That is that.
Alright.
Right, so... we need to focus on finding a container. And you should start by investigating. I do like how our Burning Man can still be in shadow.
Right.
Let's talk to Ivana, and I do have other questions. Yes, I do. The Dark Birds of Acanthus. Okay. Would this ice from thing do the same? Had another question. Okay, never mind. Right, Soul Brick. Ice container. Have you gone to the ice container store? Murder Sense is a hell of a family name. Soul Brick. Oh, right. I need to put chat somewhere that makes more sense. Whoops, I knew I forgot something. Chat, you go over here now. Now type to your heart's content. Now that you're not in the middle of the screen being all distracting. Alright. It's funny that TNO doesn't have to worry about being murdered, but does have to worry about his stuff getting stolen while he's dead. Yep. Chateau. Soul Brick Chateau. Alright. Thinking to self. If I needed a container to keep ice in, and to keep it cool, where would I find it? I don't already have it, do I? If I go here... Right. Touch one, grab, leave them be. Right. Where can a person find a container? No, I won't go to my room. Alright, so thinks to self. That's the linguist, the advocate, the unresidual curiosity shop. We've checked the curiosity shop already. Where do we get the thing? Not so cryptic hint, you've already been to one of the 2 places where you can get one. Oh. I will distract you with my $3 million battleship that has French. I'm going to assume the curiosity shop is one of the places. Because, like, honestly, like, if any place would have a container that could hold water from the river Styx. Right. Here to buy something? Yes, I am. The exotic items. What is this monster jug? Alright. Monster trapped in it. Like, would the jug do it? Huh. See the other things again. I wonder if ice from the river Styx would make for a good margarita. It would make for a either unforgettable one or very forgettable one, depending on which lore you're going by. To the front of the store. Baby oil. Back of the store. Wait a minute. You examine a large pewter ale stone covered in strange runes. Rishka holds it up for you to see more closely. An ale mug of unusual manufacture, which keeps its contents, usually beer, of course, icy cold, whatever the surrounding temperature. 299 copper coins, and you'll enjoy the frostiest ale you've ever had outside the paraplane of ice. Alright. I'll take it. Alright. She takes it. Hell yeah. Alright, I think... Is that it? Wait. Where'd it go? Who's got it? That's full from Grace's diary. Let's read it. Okay. Where... Is it just on the ground?
I'm gone.
Yes, it is on the ground. Because I'm an idiot. Okay, What? Did I just waste my money? Where'd it go? Where is it? Uh-oh. Oh, phew, there it is. Now you can collect some border ice. I wonder if buys expensive item, drops it on the ground immediately. It's like, oops. you just drop it and it breaks. Alright, that was a lot easier than I thought it would be.
Goldward, also known as Wanker City.
Anna, be nice. Right. Let us save the game in case this goes pear-shaped. Let's save there.
Done.
Alright. Catch one in your frost ale mug. You dip the mug in the icy wind rising from the pedestal, catching a small shard with a slight clang. Peering into the mug, you can see the dark bird is a razor-sharp sliver of black ice. Only the mug's magical properties prevent the shard from melting away to nothing. Hell yeah! I think that'll do it. You didn't even drop it. It was there all the time. Yep. I know, right? It's just... Okay, here's the problem. You need to be observant. Sometimes I'm not observant. Alright, Merryman! Merryman, you annoying little man. And Jumble Murder Sense, we're not going to listen to him. Merryman, you... wanker. Wanker person. Alright, well, have you something that'll wipe my mind of these accursed memories? I certainly hope you haven't returned without. We'll never get the keys to Dolores' heart that way. Here, take this mug. Merriman takes the mug and removes a piece of paper from his pocket. He tilts the mug back and takes the ice into his mouth. It melts instantly, leaving him with a somewhat startled expression. Merriman?
Updated my journal.
Merriman looks at you, confused, then at the paper in his hands. He reads aloud. Congratulations, Merriman. You've begun again. Thank the man in front of you and give him the key in your pocket. Speak to Splinter, the man at the door to this building, for more information. He looks to you again. Well, it would seem I owe you thanks, good sir. Here, take this key. I'd best find the Splinter fellow and find out what's going on. Thanks, Merriman. Good luck.
I feel stronger.
Hey, we've leveled up. Fighting skills have improved. 1 characteristic points gained. 10 hit points gained. Strength. Hell yeah. Well then, that actually, we've made tremendous progress all of a sudden. And I've... the annoying thing is I went to the Curiosity Shop last time and just missed it. Wait, didn't you need to talk to him about Echo? Nope, not Echo. That was different. We've already talked to Merriman about, other stuff. Wait, shit. Oh no, I think you might have been right.
Alright.
Oh well. Oh well. Yeah, I'm not very observant. Oops. Oops. Well... Well, I don't think he refuses to talk to you, anyway, so maybe we can go back to him and talk to him about that?
Alright.
Anyway, let's go find Delora. Where is she? Where is she? Dang it. Oh well. Here's the thing, I can reload that save if I really have to. Where's Delora? Where are ya? Brothel patron. Where the hell did she go? She's not in there. She's not in there. There she is. Hello. But he just lost his memories. Maybe he's got notes somewhere. Dolores' eyes flash as she sees you. Did you find him? Has he agreed to return the keys to my heart? Yes, I have the keys to your heart. Here they are.
My journal.
At last, as she takes the keys from your grasp, her hand brushes against yours. Her skin is dry but icy to the touch, like cold metal. These will be of great use to me, I thank you. Of course, Delora, I had some questions. Of course, I will answer what I can. What can you tell me about the silent... Rosterdude?
Updated my journal.
Yes, her name is Echo. Her voice, and in fact her every means of communication, was stolen and destroyed. Echo's words once wooed away the paramour of the godling Paramisha. Paramisha, in a jealous rage, tore away Echo's voice, sealed it within a crystal vial, and hurled it into a megalomandrago's maw. Echo's voice is forever lost to her. Only another new voice could return her to the ability to communicate once more. I know this because I spoke to Paramisha's paramour myself once. Had another question. Do you know about Vivian's scent? I will assume you mean her personal scent, which she alleges has been stolen from her by one of the prostitutes here. I do not know how with whom it now rests. You may wish to ask Denny, however, as she sees much of what occurs here. How could someone's scent be stolen? Vivian utilizes an aspect of the art to create change and enhance the olfactory aspects of an object, living or dead. Perhaps the thief knows some of these skills as well. Her scent would have to rest in an object, however, and not on the thief were that the case, else Vivian would know them by their smell. Ooh. We're learning. Hello, Sentiment Bonin. Sorry, I didn't say hello before. I'm trying to find Marissa's veil. Dolores shakes her head. I have not seen Marissa's veil since she lost word outside her chambers. That was some time ago. She shuts her eyes for a moment, then speaks again. Nenny sees much of what goes on here. You might do well to ask her if she's anything that might help you. Alright.
In knowing the teachings of Zerthamon, I have become stronger.
Damn. Alright then. Ignis is now more powerful. He's a scary fella, Ignis. Spell memorization, blah blah blah. Alright. Lawful neutral. Chaotic neutral. Chaotic neutral. I'm neutral good. Hell yeah. Chaotic. Oh! What's chaotic good? Interesting. Lawful neutral. Interesting. Interesting, interesting. Alright, let's go talk to Nenny. Where is Nenny? Nenny! So, I thought the brothel were a bunch of side quests, but you know what? Don't read the above message. I mean, are they? I would assume they are. Right, where's... I want to talk to Nenny first. Where's Nenny? That's Juliet. Juliet, we don't want to talk to you anymore. Where the hell is Nenny? Nenny! I have to go in every room, try and find people. Nenny, let me talk to you. Let's cast SRS. Wait, Nenny's in here? No. Where's a Nenny when you need one? Where is a Nenny when you need one? That's Yves. That's Vivian. That's Delora. Nenny would not be in here. That's Marissa. Am I blind? I might be blind again. Guys, I might be blind. Oh! Nope. Nenny, where are you, damn it? Nenny! Where the hell is she? Did she just bugger off? Where is she? Where is she? Damn it. Next to the tree? I thought she was. That's Vivian. There's so many women in here. How hard is it to find women? Turns out well, that's one of the things that, like, it's either incredibly hard or... Did she wander down there?
All right.
Somehow I doubt it. Nope. Dang it. Where's a Nenny when you need one? Right, which one's Nenny's room? She should be in here, right? She's not. She's very, very missing.
You know, it wouldn't kill you to say a few words to me, Fiendling. Or hug me. Or kiss me.
More, don't be creepy. I'm not sure which, I'm not sure which one of our, Yes, Nenny! Nenny! Well met, good sir. I'm Nenny. And how are you this fine day? Oh, we've met before. Nenny giggles and smiles gleefully at you. I'm sorry, I knew you looked familiar, though. That's alright, Nenny. I had some questions. Please ask. Trying to find Marissa's Crimson Veil. Do you know where it might be?
Updated my journal.
I'll bet I do. I saw that nasty Kamaxi Adaton sneaking out of Marissa's room one night. They're both meanies, you know, but Kamaxi's really awful. Anyway, I talked to her first. Alright, thanks, Nenny. Right, now we talk to this person. Oh, it's you again. Just can't get enough of me, huh? I had some questions. Fine, whatever, ask. I was told you were seen sneaking away from Marissa's chambers recently. Is that connected with her missing veil somehow? Kamaxi flies into a rage. Who told you that? She suddenly falls silent, glaring at you through narrowed eyes. If I was there, Burke, I didn't take her filthy veil. Search my room if you'd like. I catch you sniffing at my breeches, though. I'll see to it you're never allowed in here again. Why would anyone ever sniff at your breeches?
Updated my journal.
Beats me. Someone's nicked more than a few pair of them, though. My favorite leather brassiere, too, with the iron studs. She angrily. That's all I wanted to know. Farewell. Alright, so... It's not in there.
Maud, I'm curious. What happened to your body?
Oh!
Me? I'm the head of Vecna.
Vecna? Rude. Alright, so, according to the journal... Alright, her room had been burgled. Okay, so... Wait a minute, what's here? Handkerchief? I mean, I think I did steal stuff from in here, so... Ah, there's a thief going around. They're all just stealing stuff from each other. Next to the tree, she's anticipating the internet. Have you used the tongue yet? Nope, I'm gonna try that now. Also, that's weird out of context. Echo, where are you? Hey, there you are. Because, alright, so what do we got here? We got... So we can't use that. Can't use that.
Aye? Right.
Nope. Wrong person.
Right.
Echo, come back! Echo curtsies as you approach, her carefully painted lips forming the slightest of smiles. I had some questions. Right. May I ask why you can't communicate? She sighs softly and nods. Do you know the word that will undo the multiverse if it's spoken? Was your voice stolen?
Updated my
She
journal.
nods vigorously, clasping her hands together, smiling at you. Do you know of any way to get your voice back? She shakes her head, her face filled with frustration. She suddenly looks at you pleadingly as if expecting an answer. I will try and find a way to return your voice. Echo nods to you slowly, smiling at you with eyes full of gratitude. I'll look for something that'll give you a voice then. Farewell, Echo.
Updated my journal.
Let's talk there. I've gotten this fiend's... Echo looks at you hopefully as you approach her, biting her lower lip. I've gotten this fiend's tongue for you. Hey, there we go. She raises her eyebrow and gives you a spectral look. I'm told, should you place in your mouth, you'll regain the ability to communicate. She nods and takes the bottle from you. She generally picks up the Sevi tongue from the briny solution. After staring at it for a moment, disgust places it into her mouth. Suddenly her eyes widen and there is a burst of reddish light from between her lips. Are you alright? Echo opens her mouth, closes it, then opens it once more, and speaks. I can speak again. Oh joy, I then, damn thee to the darkest of pits, thou stench-ridden worm, kneel before me in supplication, insect. Yikes! Eh? Echo yelps and covers her mouth with both hands, her eyes are wide with panic. It must be the fiend's tongue.
Updated my journal.
She slowly takes her hands away from her mouth, nodding. It seems I must devour thy frail shell and consign thy soul to the abyss for all eternity. Thou shalt serve in my battle thrall until the plains grind to a halt. Thou art mine. Echo shuts her mouth again and begins to softly, quietly weep. Wait, try using these devoteers. They should soothe the tongue's cursing.
Updated my journal.
She nods, smiling, and takes the vial from you. Echo places a few of the sparkling blue drops onto her tongue. I believe the tears are working. Yes, they are. I can speak in my own voice once again. Oh, how I thank you. Echo squeezes your hand and bows her head gratefully, her eyes welling with tears of joy. Yay! Did Mort just get an upgrade? I think possibly. I think maybe he did. I didn't notice. It was my pleasure... Hold on. Yeah, it was my pleasure to help, farewell, Echo. Right, let's talk to her again. Echo waves pleasant to you as you approach her. Greetings, sir. Well met once more. Hello, Echo. I had some questions. She nods. What are you doing here? I'm a student here, as are all the prostitutes. We seek to better learn the art of language in order to stimulate the minds, to heighten our awareness of ourselves and others, and to create new ways of experiencing another person. She pauses, lost in thought. Go on. Well, I've been without the ability to speak for so long. Most patients came to me seeking someone to listen, someone attentive and capable of understanding them that they could speak to free of an interruption and the like. Now that I can speak once more, I wonder if the time has come for me to move on, leave the brothel and become a sensate. Interesting. Let me ask you something else. What can you tell me about this place? The brothel is a school of sorts where young women, the prostitutes, she gives a wry smile, study the art of language and its subtleties, as our Mistress Grace might say, generally en route to becoming sensates. The brothel runs on the donations of its many patrons who come here seeking something more than base physical pleasure in the company of a woman. I had another question. I'm gonna skip that. Trying to find Vivian Scent. Do you know where it might be? Echo shakes her head. No, I've no idea. Have you spoken to Nenny? She's always wandering about, taking in everything with those wide eyes of hers. Alright. I'm trying to find Mercer's Crimson Veil. Do you know where it might be? Echo shakes her head. No, I have no idea. Have you spoken to Nenny? She's always wandering around, blah, blah, blah. Okay, take my leave now. Right, so let's go with... Nenny. Marissa sneaking out of Vivian's chambers. Okay, not that. Right. Okay. Right, so in summary... Right, let's go down here. She's been burgled. Okay, so let's see. Right. Wouldn't tell me anything. Alright, let's save the game because I think we're making good progress here. And save, like so. Struggling to keep mouth shut. Do you want to drop a cryptic hint, Tolroth? Alright, more pointless questions. Trying to find 15 cent. No, I have no clue. Had another question. Never mind. My hint is but one word. Inquire. Alright, so... Inquire where? Inquire where? That's very, very vague, because it's just one word. Let's talk to Echo again. I didn't actually... Go in there. To the one that could not answer before. Alright. Do you know about Rose Bosses? Echo nods and lowers voice. In fact, I do. Not only does she exist, she has children. Oh! She what?
Updated my journal.
One of them is here at times. Kesaceres. She's a child of Ravel's, though she is loath to accept the fact. Who could blame her? She pauses for a moment thinking. I've never gotten her to admit it, though I'm sure it's true. Oh! Is that what you wanted me to find, Tolroth? Trying to find Vivid Scent. Do you know where it might be? Yes. Okay, well, thanks, Tolroth. Wow. I walked straight over that because I assumed that she wouldn't have anything for me. Alright, now thinks to self. Right, now... Alright, so I do want to finish this set of side quests. So, gotta find the veil, I gotta find the scent. Where's the scent? Where could the scent be? Right, so let's just double check over here. Had some questions. Ooh. Kamaxi has said someone's been taking things from her room too. Have you seen anything
Updated
odd?
my journal.
Many eyes on the so god. Oh, that's right. You know, I once saw a man sneaking out of Kamaxi's room while she was out talking to a patron. I watched the front doors all that day, but he never ever left. Isn't that odd? I don't think he could have made it out a window, so I never figured out where he went, and then I totally forgot about it. Weird, huh? Oh. Oh, hello, hello, hello. Oh. So, just to be clear, if he was the thief, could he somehow still be here? Alright, there's Min, a brothel patron. Let's talk to this guy. This dashing nobleman eyes at your advance with an air of contempt. I'm here to speak with the lady, sir, and not to one such as yourself. I certainly hope you hadn't planned on pestering me with questions and the like. In fact, I did. The nobleman narrows his eyes at you. I do not care, not a whit. Now away with you. Go on, leave me be. Alright. I think the brothel caretaker. Let's talk to this guy. The man's brow is deeply furrowed in concentration. As you approach, he looks to you and nods curtly. Yes? Had some questions? He looks slightly annoyed but says nothing. You seem troubled. The man frowns. No, not quite troubled. I'm merely trying to puzzle out a way to win against Laura. Yes, she's quite an opponent. Look of things to think about, so you wouldn't mind. Wait, let me ask you something else. Trying to find Vivian Scent. Now, I haven't spoken to Vivian in some time. I was wondering if she had even lost it. A pity. She did always have the most astoundingly erotic fragrance about her. Okay, had another question. Try to find Marissa's Crimson Veil. Do you know where it might be? No, I do not. Anything else? Farewell. I think it's the caretaker. I think it's down here. I think he's been naughty. Many characters know more than you think. This game is unique in that some characters straight up lie to you. Well, that makes sense. If only I haven't dumped all my stats into Charisma.
Alright.
Mr. Caretaker, I'm gonna kill you. Because you're a pervert who steals things. Hello. Greetings, sir. The man turns to full from grace. And greetings, Mistress Grace. Rest assured I'll keep the Lady Sentry Stones in order while you're away. The man turns back to you. If you excuse me, I have several things to tend to. Farewell, sir. Oi! Oh, I was so sure. Well, I guess I just better keep running around looking for things. Mystery. I do feel like the Scooby-Doo gang, but just armed and dangerous. Alright, let's talk to this brothel patron. This kindly-looking older man turns as you approach and nods politely. Greetings. Something I might help you with? Yes, I had some questions. Certainly, go ahead, young man. What can you do about it? I'm trying to find Vivian Scent. Do you know where it might be? No, I do not. And I fear that were it right beneath my own nose, I would not realize it. I have nearly no sense of smell remaining, you see. Chapter's nose. Sad, I know, but we all age. I'm told Vivian always gives off the most beautiful fragrance. Okay. Trying to find Marissa's Crimson Veil. He shakes his head. I know the veil of which you speak. Once or twice I've seen Marissa outside of the brothel wearing a veil, but I do not know where it is now. Alright, cool. Right, we saw a man. A man! A man, I say! Right, so... not Juliet. It's like the Scooby-Doo gang, except someone is on fire. Yep, indeedy. Alright, Casasaras. Right, that's the same guy we talked to. Ninny Nine Eyes. Alright, so... man. Never saw the man near the brothel. I think it's the nobleman. Where is he? Where is he? Again, you annoy me with your presence. And I wanted to speak to your particular sort of person. Why, there's a whole ward of them east of you. Now leave me be. I'll advise you to show some respect. He closes his eyes and exhales slowly, as if to calm himself. If such an act is required to rid myself of you, then so be it. If you would be so kind, sir, I would most humbly ask that you leave my side and seek conversation elsewhere. Fine, farewell. Okay. Alright, perhaps the nameless one is the thief? Maybe he is. Maybe I should talk to myself. Interesting. Except I have left the brothel.
Alright.
I haven't talked to these Mordrons yet. Let's talk to them. This strange cubic creature seems to be as much machine as it is organic. As you approach the thing, it silently stares at you with wide and blinking eyes. Its face hasn't the slightest traces of emotion on it. Come on, Chief. We're in a building full of some of the sexiest chits this side of the multiverse and you're stopping to talk to Mordrons? What can you tell me about them, Morte? Morte makes a noise of utter disgust. What's there to say? Annoying little clockwork pests. They're always working to impose law and order upon the multiverse. Not good, mind you, just law. Let's just forget about them and go chat up some ladies, eh? Ignore Mort, greet the Mordron. Its voice had a metallic reverberating quality to it, as if it were more a sound played out on some warped musical instrument than true speech. Your greeting is returned. There's a soft click as the creature blinks. An awkward silence hangs in the air between the two of you. I had some questions. Identify yourself to us. I'm not sure who I am. We would know why this is so. I don't know myself, I just can't remember. All things should have a name, all things should be identified. We find your answer unsatisfactory, but it shall have to suffice for the present. The creature pauses and blinks at you. We would identify ourselves as Mordrons, Quadron type, winged variant to the subject. I had some questions now. The subject is free to ask a question. What are you doing here? Our purpose here is observation. What are you observing? We are observing one of the establishment staff. Who are you observing? As previously stated, we are observing one of the establishment staff. Yes, but who exactly are you observing? The object of our scrutiny is named Dolora. Why are you watching her? We have not been informed as to the specific purpose or purposes which resulted in our being given our present task. The command of our superior Pentadrone is sufficient reason to perform said task. As such, the purpose or purposes are irrelevant to us. Had another question. The subject is free to ask our question. What can you tell me about this place? A building that blah 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 blah. Had another question. Trying to find Vivian's scent, you know where it might be. We do not. If you are not currently in the process of doing so, we would suggest the methodical approach and questioning of each of the inhabitants of this building. Another question. Marissa's Crimson Veil. Do you know where it may be? We do not. Okay. Another question. Do you know anything about Robert Puzzlewell? We know nothing of any being or object possessing such an appellation. Alright, farewell then. Right, there. Holy...
Stop staring at my tail, you skull.
Alright, did we talk to this guy already? We did. Nope. Who have we not talked to? Who have we not talked to? Who have we not talked to? Maybe we can talk to... Alright. Questions about our travels. Never mind, let's move on. Thinks to self. If I were a man, where would I be hiding? Right, so talk to Nenny. Never mind. If I was a sneaky man, what would it be? I think I've already... Let's talk to this person. This older-looking noblewoman greets you with an elegant courtesy. Well met, sir. Might I be so bold to say, before you ask anything of me, that I'm a patron here and not one of the students? I see. I had some questions. Of course. Trying to find Vivian's scent. No, I do not. Vivian has been on about that for some time, though. She is most upset. I'll be most pleased to see it return to her. For she speaks of little else these days. Alright. And Marissa's Crimson Veil. The woman frowned shortly. Oh, I care not for that, Marissa. A most unpleasant disposition is she. As for that veil of hers, no, I know nothing of it. Okay. Right, there's a man who has not left the building. It's not that guy, because there's no bloody dialogue option for it. Remind me, does L2... L does not bring up coordinates. Although if you give rough coordinates of where I should be looking, that would probably work well. I'll just check rooms, I guess. Wait! Wait. This guy, we haven't talked to him yet. This gentleman is unremarkable, save in that he has a black eye, as if he'd been struck in the face. He bows slightly as you approach him. Greetings, sir. Greetings, I had some questions. Let's go on. How'd you get the black eye? He smokes. Oh, this is a long story, sir. One you would not be interested in. Oh, no, you've got to tell us now. Oh, yes, please, sir, do tell. The man sighs, rolling his eyes. Very well, but I shan't be made to divulge the detail. Despite my earlier remark on the tale's length, I might sum it up in 2 words. Kimaxi Adatang. Oh, yes, I know her. The man sighs dreamily. Wonderful, is she not? He's on his absolute attention. But wait, do not take my utterance for affection, good sir. I am engaged to be wed, after all, to a woman I well and truly love. But Kimaxi, she's so different to speak with. He smiles at you. Different, yes, I had another question. Okay. I'm trying to find Vivian's scent. Do you know where it might be? She lost her scent? How odd. I passed her only hours ago and she smelled quite nice. As she usually does, of course. In fact, I'm unsure if I've ever been around a woman with more enticing fragrance. Actually, it's her personal scent that's been lost. Is it indeed? I'd no idea such a thing was possible. Well, I certainly hope she gets it back. Oh, it's him. And another question. Trying to find Marissa's Crimson Veil. No, I do not. I must confess, though, that Marissa frightens me somewhat. I fear that something terrible awaits within her chambers, and she is merely humoring me until she tears me apart. I, for one, will be glad when she has her fail and will meet patrons outside of her darkened room once more. Interesting. Interesting. Had another question. What are you doing here? I'm enjoying the pleasures of the brothel, aren't you? Okay. Had another question. What can you tell me about this place? What citizen of Sigil knows not of the brothel of slating intellectual lust? You must be new here indeed, sir. He sighs walkabout, converse with the ladies. That is all there is to the brothel. If you're interested in the history of it all and some such, I'd advise you to speak with Lady Grace about it. Okay, can we pickpocket this guy, do you think? Right, let's just save before we do this. Right, select special ability.
Right.
And load. Right, that did not work. Alright, so it's for sure as cookies this guy, because he's the only guy left. I have a hint ready now should you need it. Alright. Cryptic hint, please. That would be very nice. Cryptic hint. Wait a minute. What if we talk to her again? Oh, it's you again. Just can't get enough of me, huh? And some questions. Show more. We can actually talk to Kesai Saras at
Done.
Echo's over there. Something lies hidden waiting to be addressed in a room. The entrance. This? In a room near the entrance. There's that. And nothing there. Wow, it'd be really uncool if, it's hidden, waiting to be addressed in a room near the entrance. That's the one thing I looked at. Hold on a minute. Room near the entrance. Okay then, let's check this room. I think I already lockpicked everything. Yep. Well, all I found is that love letter, so... Wait, let's talk to... What the hell are we actually looking for? Where's Vivian? Vivian? Where are you? Where are you, you silly Billy? You haven't told us exactly what we're actually looking for. There's Nenny. That's not right. There's Kesai Saras. A dresser. A place for a dress. Oh, hello. Guys, can you get it together, please? Okay.
Done.
As you make to search the armoire, its handle suddenly yank out of your grasp as the drawer slams shut. A disdainful humph issues from the cabinet. Hello? Hello indeed. The armoire gives another humph. So, what have we here? A rogue after some ladies' frilly undergarments, You talk? Do I? Why yes, I do. Who are you? I am Lewis, and who are you? Thoughtless, uncouth fellow, rummaging around about in other people's things. Never mind that, what are you doing here? Well, sir, if you must know, I am being an armoire. But why are you being an armoire in this brothel? I happen to have become an armoire because I want to be an armoire, thank you very much. It's not to watch the ladies undressing, nor to have them place their soft, sweet-smelling undergarments in my drawers, where they can rub against my skin. Such accusations are an insult to a practitioner of the magic arts. I am merely soaking in the experience of what it means to be an armoire. The sights, the smells, the sensations. So all the women know about this then. Yes, they do, and they wholeheartedly approve of Well, not with their entire hearts exactly, and while they have not spoken of their approval of my presence, since they are not exactly aware I am an Amar, I would not want them to know I am anything but, so I have not been able to inquire upon the matter. I'll need something from you to keep quiet about this one. Very well, Posh, open the third drawer, you scalawag. As you reach your hand to the drawer, it slams shut on your fingers with great force. Searing pain races through your hand as you withdraw your battered fingers. Haha, cretin, idiot! Open the drawer, I said, and you reach in. He slams the drawer again for this, then begins shaking with laughter. I'm gonna tell them right now. Fine, I will tell you this one. I have been popping in and out of the brothel for a good long time. I'm quite knowledgeable regarding both its occupants and their activities. I assure that talking about me is utterly worthless. Not only will you lose me as a potential source of information, but I'll simply disappear before someone comes to investigate your claims, even you looking the fool. Yeah, we'll just chop you up for kindling then. You'll do nothing of the sort. Why, even the most common of men that one can't commit an act of violence within the brothel, you'll simply be cast out. And even if that not were the case, I assure my command of the art is quite impressive. I had some questions then. Yes? Alright. Nanny told me she saw a man leaving Kismaxi Adatung's room. I think that was you, Lewis. You think? Think? How could you be so alarmingly rude, so ludicrously presumptuous to spout forth such an accusation without being absolutely certain of your charges? How dare you, impertinent, brassy cur? Why ought you... As Lewis rails and curses, his drawers open and close, you notice a small bundle of crimson cloth tucked alongside some clothes. The repeated opening and closing of the armoire drawers makes it difficult to grab, however. Wow. Wait for an opportunity to grab it. You stand poised at the edge of the armoire. It keeps gabbing on and on, but never seems to stay open long enough for you to grab the cloth. Try and you snap in your hand in while the drawer is open. You simply cannot move your hand quickly enough to snatch the crimson cloth within Lewis. The most you could accomplish would be getting your fingers crossed. Give me that crimson cloth. Sean won't never. Pull open the drawer to get the cloth. Stop, I say. Watch the handles. Don't scratch the font. Damn you, you prying filth. The armoire pulls up a valiant effort, but you finally pull the drawer open and yank the cloth, a translucent crimson veil from within. Tucking it away, you notice it is perfumed with a light, exotic, and most pleasant fragrance. Damn it, you rogue, blackguard, scoundrel. You give that back this instant. That's not yours. That is an exceedingly personal garment that belongs to a lady of this establishment, and they would not appreciate you fumbling their private things. I hate this armoire. Jeez. Oh, but it's alright for you, you wooden pervert? I'm not doing anything so criminal and malicious as you are. I'm merely soaking in sensations necessary to my growth as an individual. Yes, farewell, Lewis. You realize the proprietor's right here? Okay. Right, we've got the thing. Is there seriously nothing we can do about that guy? Because we really do need to do something about that guy. Alright, let's go over here. We have the veil. It returns. You have a reason for coming this time, I trust, or just more of your pointless questions? Where'd that fool from Grayson climb in there? Yep. She brought your crimson veil. And would you please hand it over? Of course, here you are.
Updated my journal.
You hold the crimson veil before you feel it take it from your hands. Ah, yes, much better. Two shining points of red light appear before you as she opens her eyes. So that's what you look like. Perhaps I would have been better off with my eyes shut. Right, I have a question. Ask. Do you know where it might be? No, not good. Take my leave now.
I'm gone.
Alright, so where would the scent be? Probably still in the bloody armoire. Hey, you! Dickhead. I had some questions, Lewis. An ominous silence hangs over the armor. There's no reply. You're certain it's still Lewis. You can directly feel the hatred emanating from the wood, but he won't speak a word to you. Alright, so... where would the scent be? Like, can we tell anyone about this? Some questions... That really is annoying that you can't tell them that there's a frickin' shape-shifting pervert in the brothel. Jeez. Had some questions. Okay, it says the scent is in the veil. Alright. Let's go talk to Marissa again. Alright. Yes, had some questions, Marissa. Not a clue. Another question. Never mind. Alright, so. Let's go talk to Vivian again, wherever she is. Vivian! Oh yeah, I was trying to find her before. Where is she? Where the hell's Vivian? If given back before taking the scent, you can tell her that Marissa has it. Yeah, I figured that. Where the hell is Marissa, though? Not Marissa, the other one, the Vivian. That's Casa Saras. Should probably talk to her very soon. Where the hell is Vivian? Is she over here? She is. Vivian, you're walking funny. Alright. Vivian greets you with a polite half smile. Have you any luck in finding my scent first? In a way, I believe it was on Marissa's lost veil, which I returned to you. She has her scent.
Updated my journal.
For the briefest moment, Vivian smothered with rage. She does she? We shall see about that. Do not move, I shall return slowly. Wait. There, that solves that. That hideous witch. Always stealing my perfumes, but never did I think she would have the audacity to steal my own personal scent. She suddenly shakes out her crimson hair, but in moments you are surrounded by the most intensely exotic and arousing scent you have ever had the pleasure of smelling. Oh, hello, Pan Turtle. No worries, we've managed to solve mysteries. Alright, thanks, Tolroth. That is very helpful. That smells great. It does it not? She smiles at you. And as you have done a favor for me, so I wish to perform one for you. Stand close to me, Scarred One. Approach her. She stepped closer to Vivian. She takes your hand and turning it over, takes a single cautious sniff of your wrist. Phew! She wrinkles her nose. Vinegar? Vinegar, or embalming fluid. Here, I will remove the smell from you. She mutters a few strange syllables and a light tingling sensation spreads over your skin. In moments, your chemical reek lessens substantially. There, how is that? People should be less eager to avoid conversation with you now. Thanks, Vivian. Farewell. But my charisma... But my charisma was already maxed out. That wasn't helpful. You have no charisma beyond what gives you the maximum shop discounts. Well, great. I really shouldn't have dumped everything into charisma. I feel so stupid. This Cass SRS. Alright, I believe talking to the Cass SRS will actually be very helpful here. Hopefully she doesn't get mad at me. Cass SRS smiles warmly as you draw near her, pushing a wavy lock of hair away from her bright crimson eyes. Well, greetings once more. Something I can do for you, Kessai, are you Ravel's daughter? Kessai suddenly bares her teeth, her eyes narrowing to slits of blazing crimson. What? Where'd you hear such a thing? Echo told me.
Updated my
Ridiculous.
journal.
I think I'd know if that wicked hag was my own mother. Now stop bothering me about it. Who is your mother, then? I don't know, alright. My father raised me. I never knew her. But do I look like a night hag to you? No, of course not. Kessai starts glad to you. Perhaps we'll speak later, but I'm no longer in the mood. Farewell. Damn it, I think I blew it. Okay. Have some questions. Do you know anything about Ravel Puzzle? No, nothing. Okay. Had another question. Alright, interesting. Never mind, actually. Whoops! Maybe I was a bit too blunt. It's even funny that on top of you dumping into charisma, the game is just giving you, what, 3 extra points in it? Yeah, it's almost like they give away charisma points for free because it's, like, the least useful skill in this game. Damn it. Alright, what? Revel. Just have to find a way to prove it to her. Whoa! Let's talk to...
Yes?
Right. Question about our travel. Tell me to know Revel again. Lady of Pain, how... Anyone else who might know about someone in the fest hall? Let's move on. Alright, where's Echo? Echo, how did you hear about this? Had some questions. What the... Had another question. Can I not ask about... Okay, hold on. Hold on. Alright, to the Alright, to the fest hall. Wait! We need a bit of, like, Casa Ceres, if she's of Vel's, like, bloodline. That might be how we get to where we need to be. Alright, someone in the fest hall
Done.
would know something about this, then. Okay, then. The plot thickens. In fact, it's solidifying. It is congealing a bit. Alright, so... Who knows about Ravel here? And some questions. Alright. Someone look for... Alright, had another question. Whether the brothel turned out to not be a side quest. Nope. It's, like a bunch of side quests, but also a main quest. Fest hall... Okay then. Show more. Anyone here might know about Ravel Puzzlewell? Speak of the words with the name of Quell. Okay. Private Sensorium, there we go. Let's talk to Quell again. Let's see if he's... Well, Quell glances around him as you watch. Blast! Nowhere to hide! He sighs loudly. Well, out with it. What do you wish of me now, hmm? He pops a candy in his mouth and looks at you expectantly. Had some questions. What do you know of Ravel Puzzlewell? What to tell? Why tell it? At the mention of her name, he swallows the candy he's sucking on. Without a gulp, wincing in pain. What to tell? Why tell it all? Such things, such tales are best left in dusty books in the attics of old men's minds. Evil, evil. Such a name, such a name. And such dark tales swim around like flies on a corpse. Just the same, I need you to tell me. He rolls his eyes. Pulping another candy into his mouth. She's a night hag, my boy. You came to sigil, all evil and cackles. Alright, so... Shadow magic. Alright then. How might I find her? Continue. Right. She knows something about my past. Alright, Alright. So let's seek her out. What do you think I should do? Get to her maze. Alright, we've actually read all this. Right, we've done all this before. A piece of Ravel. Okay, then. Okay. My thanks for your help, Philwell. Alright, he's not being helpful, so we need to somehow prove to Casa Saras that she is, Ravel's daughter.
Alright.
But how would we do that? How would we do that? Wait! Who's her dad? Where's her dad? Who's her dad? Where's her dad? Let's go back there, go back to Dubrothel, and ask Casa Saras the important question. Who is your daddy? Kasai, who is your daddy? And what does he do? Exactly, Tolroth, you anticipated my... Where is she? Casa Saras. Alright. Got some questions. Who's your dad? Alright, you have such a thing. Echo told me. Right. What are you? What can't you tell? Alright. Plain touched, had another question. Alright, so that's not gonna help. That's not gonna help at all. Thinks to self. Thinks to self. How to find her daddy. Or maybe not. Right, so just find a way to prove it to her. How do you prove that? Alright, so quests. A piece of Revel. Alright. I just have to find a way to prove it to her. Alright. How would I prove that? How would I prove that? Let's dialogue.
Hey, what's eating you, Chief?
Alright. What do you think we should do next? Go on. Some key and some portal.
Updated my journal.
Piece of Revel. Someone the clerk's ward has to know. Sinister stones in the festival. Oh! Good point. Okay then, so sensory stone in the thingy-bobby what's it? So that'll work. That'll work. Alright, I'm going to break with tradition and get a nice cup of tea now, yes. Isn't that what you just did? No! We didn't check the stones themselves. The sensory stones themselves might have a sensation. Wait! Wait. It could be the sensory stones there. Down there. Okay. Let us save the game, because I think I just had a breakthrough. A large, expansive breakthrough in my large, expanding brain. And it is time to just, whoops. Okay, hold on. Nope. Alright, so now we will drop the veil of privacy. Zoop. And I'm going to turn on elevator music. And 2 minutes ads! Please try to survive the ads.
Very creative, like ran a workshop for super trim with medical students. It's like, yeah, I did, but I didn't do it from work. It's like, I've got a sushi kid who wants to do super and putting, who's got some free time. Like, lecture series on anti-emetics. It's like, yeah, I taught them how to describe anti-emetic medications multiple times. You just gotta phrase it.
Yeah. I'm all coffee, though. That tea, that.
And more coffee.
It's good. A little bit annoying that you can't do anything about the shape-shifting burger that apparently is infesting a brothel.
I got half of my food. This is flat.
It's just like the game is just like apparently it's like violence is not allowed. It's like, yeah, you are a shapeshift. He's literally disguised as an armoire.
Like a chair.
Like a cupboard.
Huh.
So basically, yeah, like he's enjoying like ladies like storing their underpants in it and stuff like that. Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah, you guys. I hope it's
Well, we know his name, so I might just back it off.
as you should. Alright. Hello, stream. Be nice to boyfriend or I'll kill you like that cousin pervert.
Please don't kill Jack for any reason. He doesn't mean it.
Okay, Chad, I'm no longer threatening you.
Great.
Hey, smooth.
Hello again. Chat, I really hope you didn't hear any of that, but if you did, I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, let's go here. No more elevator music. And boop. And boop. And boop. Right, I had a massive breakthrough, but where did it go? Alright, I have tea. Right, that's where we were gonna go. We're gonna go here and go find Kasai Sares's, what do we call it? The sensory stone. The stone of sensing. Which I believe is over here.
All right. Done.
That's Marissa. Let's go over here. Leave here. Where's the caretaker? I think I saw him. Up here. Alright, nope, that's not it. Okay, let's go here. Alright, let's go to the other place. And I believe the sensory stones will be key. I think. You know, I kind of forgot that this city is like big and weird just because we've been running around doing so much. Right, show me to the sensorium, please. Right, how can you help me? Show me to the sensoriums. Private sensoriums.
I'm gone.
So if we go here... What's this? Alright, longing. As you place your hands upon the stone, its surface representing your touch, it chills washes over your arms and plunge your hands into a mountain stream. Close your eyes, submerge into the experience. As you close your eyes, you blink and reopen them. Your eyes are brimming with tears and you are coming with a terrible sensation of drowning. As the sensation rolls through you, there's a stirring in your breast, a hunger poisonous like a serpent biting into your heart, until you feel as if your breast will explode. You want desperately to steady yourself focused, but all that comes to your eyes is tears. Wipe away your tears. You raise your hand to wipe away your tears. Your hands are soft, delicate women's hands. They brush the stray tears from your cheek and you cup them in your hands, each of the jewels like jewels simmering in the lights. Turn to examine the lights. The lights are cast by candle globes that drift through your sanctuary. You come to this place to gather your thoughts, to reflect on the past of the night towards the future, to cleanse the mind before the cunning journey. Yet, you cannot concentrate. Your thoughts reign in the present, trapped here by the terrible feeling that rises in your breast. What did he mean? Close your eyes, sigh. You close your eyes, but his words echo in your mind 100,000 times. Will he ever return? The sound is a whisper and echo. Only you, Yet you hesitated at the brink of time's door, and he must have thought you were afraid to go, but you were not. You were afraid to stay, and the fear, the serpent rises in your breast again, its fangs biting into your heart, filling it to bursting with its poison. The tears come again, running down your cheeks and streams, his words echoing. Echo, only you, only you. Your eyes snap open, it is his voice. You whirl and you gasp, he stands powerful in the shadows, and he strides into the light of the drifting candle globes, and you feel the serpent writhing and dying. He returned. His face stern, but somewhere in those features you can always see his pleasure of seeing. After all, he returned for you. Only you can help me, Dionara, but it was wrong for me to ask for your help. You speak, Dionara. Yet you, it is you, grey-skinned like a statue striding from the light. Are you that scarred? Your body looks like it has been bathed in knife blades. The wounds, the tattoo is horrible. Yet you see through Dionara's eyes, and she sees... How can she see you in such a way? She puts a cloak over your features. She sees you in such light. Such terrible long and light. For she... How can she feel such... Try to refocus, brace yourself, hold on to the experience. You feel your vision tearing, doubling until you are that man straight of light. It is you, but not you. You feel yourself being torn. It is Dionara's experience, but at the same time it is also yours. And you... What? Interesting. This wasn't what I was looking for, but... Close. I ask too much of you to accompany Dionara. I have no right to place you in such danger for my sake. It is your words, but they are a surgeon's words, chosen with cold skill, without a trace of emotion. With every word you feel yourself sneering aside, knowing what the stricken girl will see next through her long and sad eyes. And who... Are you that person, that man twisting her with your words, not knowing how powerful they are to her, like bolts from a ballista, piercing her breast, yet she sees only relief at your return. How can she feel and not know you mean to... Oh, yikes. I have come to ask for your forgiveness, Dionara. I shall return to you as soon as I am able. Your vision tears again, doubling and bleeding until you are facing yourself again. Try desperately to speak, to warn Dionara that this is not a man, but a creature that kills for his own needs. He doesn't care about you, Dionara. You are a tool to him, a tool he needs to, but Dionara speaks and you can't stop her. Echo. I would place myself in 1,000 dangers, embrace eternity for you, my love. I am not afraid. Listen to me. I will accompany you through the plains themselves should bar all the way. You feel yourself shattering, relief and satisfaction. His satisfaction at her words, knowing that she would say them, always knowing in her mission of love is like the slamming of a portcullis across your heart. Trapped. She is yours, but you must be certain, so you drive the nail home. Oh, yikes. Alright, so past Nameless One was a bit of a dick. Probably could have guessed that. The way is dangerous, you have to be strong. Far stronger than you are now. Swimming through her mind, relief, the wave of relief, the end of longing, that longing for him more at his words, not noticing his manipulations. All you need to be is strong, and his past shall be as one with yours. Your thoughts are like fires, for you can be strong. Stronger than you know, as you know no fear, you would die for him. Echo, I can be strong, my love, I will. Her words slide off him like water. The serpent in her breast, the one piercing her heart with its poison, has been replaced by this serpent in the flesh. She says nothing of this, and his next words are planned, carefully, so carefully. I can't say if we will succeed, Dionara, but I'll do my best to protect you. I'll expect nothing less of the same from you. You may be required to make some sacrifices. At that final terrible word, you feel yourself being torn apart. He means her harm. He means you harm. For you are her, and he means to hurt her, yet you need her to be harmed, and you want to scream at her that she is in danger. Run, Dionara, for his eyes unmake all things, and... This is weird. This is weird, what we're dealing with here. Echo, of course, my love. Life is sacrifice. This I have learned. No, it isn't. You, she, her, you speak the words, and in it you feel yourself dying inside. You are a spectator, and you have watched a woman die, for the words are a death sentence. Yet still she speaks, unheeding, uncaring. I left a legacy in my father's keeping, my love. Ask for the 6, the 3rd, the K, and the S. In it I bequeath everything to you. It's not much, but with it I left...
Updated my journal.
You, him, a wave of irritation washes over you. You clench your teeth to prevent the irritation from crossing your features. Must she always continue to prattle even when you do not prompt her? Must she... But no, keep the irritation inside, only a trace slips out. Come now, I cannot die, Dionara. There is no need for such foolishness. She is overcome with fear that revolts you, and the fear wells up inside her. You as you watch him frown, and you hasten to correct him. He must know the reasons and know the wisdom behind them, so he's impressed with your planning. Speak, speak before he turns away. Oh boy. I know I often act foolishly, my love, but you said yourself that you can forget things if you are badly hurt. There are things in your legacy that could help you remember should you forget yourself.
Updated my journal.
Oh. You coldly regard her through your eyes, tracing your gaze along her furrowed brow, wrinkled with worried desperation. She has acted as you expected, yet there's something in what she says. Perhaps, yet I hope nothing in this legacy is of value. I do not want you to leave any things here in some safe that could be of some use on our journey. Her illusion is shattered just for a moment. You watch silent as the emotion falls to the ground, splintering like silver glass, of some use. Such a casual statement, yet even Dianara sees, and you hope just for a moment that you hope that she sees him for what he is. The serpent, the serpent. And your hope dies, as in Dianara's eyes the emotion is rebuilt, the slivers being drawn from the ground, the illusion rebuilt, but the slight sliver of pain remains. He thinks you have done something foolish, yet you did it for him. You must make amends, but how? You must convince him the legacy isn't important. But it isn't. It isn't. It's everything. The legacy, my love, it just has a few things to help you remember. The scythe of words falls on Dianara, so quick, so sharp, you cannot follow its arc and path. A legacy? The things you do, Dianara, such romantic gestures, no matter. No, Dianara, you have driven him away again, like you did the night before. This is dark. Very dark. Is mic working, by the way? Yes, it is. You feel the serpent stirring again, reborn, curling around your heart. There is the softer hisses, yet he does not hear. Would you wish to leave a legacy, my love? For yourself, or for anyone you would want to. It might help you remember if you left something for yourself, or for the ones you loved. The word scythe falls again, terrible and swift, yet this time the illusion holds, and the serpent is cloaked. The serpent is cunning, and it shall not reveal itself until it strikes. This is long. A legacy for myself? Not likely. The things I would leave myself would not be safe in some advocate's office, Dianara. But enough of this. I must leave. He is leaving. You must make him remain, and the experience swirls around you, terrible, the spiraling towards the final scene. The question she wants to ask, don't ask it, Dianara. Don't ask it, be silent, my love, before you go. His anger, his irritation, what now, girl, what now, you mewing banshee? Echo, before I go, it looks like I'm no danger in that. Come, Dianara, can't these questions wait for the morn? There is much. She is desperate, drowning, say it, and you speak it. Do you want me to come with you, my love? The rush of emotion dies in your mind. This is the end. The words you are about to speak are true, but the truth is not the truth she sees. There are no lies, only cold calculation. Of course he wants you to come with him, Dianara. You understand it clearly, too clearly. He has invested too much in the poor girl to let her go. Wow! Past Nameless One was like an abusive partner. Jeez. Of course, Dianara, I would not have asked you to come with me if I did not want your company. You know how I feel about you. There's a cold silence in his mind, then a hissing of a thought, a response sharp and deadly, like a dagger blade. The lie comes swiftly, unburdened by emotion. I love you, Dianara. And you want to scream as you feel the lie wash over her like a radiance, but it is a shadow of truth, a serpent's kiss, and he means you harm, and she can't see. You want to call out, but she is crying with joy, even as... Cry with joy, with frustration, with joy, with despair. The emotion washes over you like you are drowning, and you need to speak. You long to speak, but you cannot, and tear yourself away from the experience. And you scream as you tear your hands from the stone, bloody tears rushing from your eyes, running in streams down your arms, your hands to coat the stone. Blood, her blood, and you can't warn her, and you can't stop crying. Gather your thoughts. As much as you want to hurl the memory of the experience from you, hold it fast, because you know it's important to remember it. It was you in that experience. It was Dianara's experience, but because it was you, your memories flooded you, and you could feel both sides at once. Who were you? Who was that shade of you? Turn from the stone, leave. Nothing quite like having amnesia and then learning bit by bit that the you don't remember was a truly terrible person. Well, that was the first stone. Jeez. What's your thoughts, chat? Looks like Nameless One was a bad boy. Oh, hello. Alright, here's another one. Let's check the journal here, though. She had left a legacy for me. Mention the advocate. Okay, he may have been motivated to just, of course, if only you find the number for it. Interesting. Alright, let's go... Can I click on the...
I'm gone.
This sickly green stone is securely fastened to the pedestal it rests upon. The inscription beneath it reads, The Messenger. Alright, let's begin. As you clutch the stone, its green exterior sharpens, clashing, its brightness becoming more than you can bear, so much so that you close your eyes to shut it out. There was a movie I watched somewhat recently where two people slowly recover memories, and one of them realizes he was a serial killer who had been getting ready to kill the other person. Oh, damn! See, amnesia is an overdone trope in many ways, but sometimes it works. It is quite useful, actually, for, like, I don't know, for exposition's sake. That's what I like about this game. It's like the Nameless One remembers nothing. So the player character and the player are learning about the world, like, together. There's kind of link there. So yeah, sometimes amnesia is done well. Close your eyes, submerge into the experience. As you close your eyes, you feel the skin along your arms become numb, as if all sensation is being bled from them. Tired, so tired. You try and blink, yet the darkness remains. Your lids feel soft and sluggish, unresponsive. You are sitting on what feels to be a dirt floor, and around you is the smell of coppery blood and herbs? Why are you here? You came here to what? Your memory fails you, but you feel a growing panic begin to well up within you. Try and get your bearings. Oh. Yes, it's often... Yeah, it's often a poopy excuse for a redemption arc too, though. Yep, that's what I'm saying. Like, as TV Trope says, tropes are not good and they're not bad. You can do them well or you can do them badly. Amnesia often is used kind of poorly. But I think that in this game, it's done pretty well, I'd say. I'm interested. I'm having a good time. Awake now, are you? Questioning all are done. The voice is an old woman's. Thick and scratchy, as if it is trying to force its way past a thick layer of dust. Try as you might, you cannot open your eyes and see the woman, but you feel a shiver of fear. Something is wrong, terribly wrong. You try to respond, but all you can manage is a ragged croak. You can't feel your tongue. And your eyes? What's wrong with your eyes? Now I see me you did, spoke you did, and poorly, so the price have you paid, The crone sounds amused. Then her tone drops sharply. No more of your questions. Now you will listen, and you will remember my words for reminding me you shall live, she hisses. Nod if you hear me, or another bit shall I take. This is the hag. Remember me, traveller. Remember me to a stone, one of the pretty glimmers in your festive hall. Use it like a cup. Pour what you feel into it. Know this. Remember me to a man who wears a skin of scars and tattoos, who seeks memories but has misplaced them. If smart he is, he will know the meaning. No, he will know the knowing of me. Tell him to find me, or if I am not to be found, tell him to come to the Glimmerstone, and we shall speak, my precious man and I. The woman pauses, then hisses again. Nod if you will hear me, ragged thing. Nod. Ah, pretty, polite to a listen so long. When he comes to the Glimmerstone, tell the man to speak my name, and your pain shall not have been in vain. The crone's voice trails off as if distracted. You try to speak again, but there is only a sick gurgling noise. What happened? Who is this person? Why are you... And you begin to feel yourself slip into unconsciousness. Ravel. Ravel, it is I.
Updated my journal.
There is silence. Ravel? Ah, my precious man. There's a slow shuffling of feet, and you feel a sharp pinprick in your left eye. You gasp, and suddenly barely you can see with your one and only eye. You lie in a grey hut upon a dirty floor where blood, your bright red blood, has seeped into the surrounding grey dust. Your arms are gone, your legs have been hacked off at the knees. Yet you feel numbed, and there is no pain, only fear. There is someone above you, someone looking down on you. Look up. As you look up through your bloody, blurred vision, you see a horrid blue-grey face, grinning with yellow tusks. Ravel is pleased. A wondering I was if this messenger would make it, for weak he was when his bits were placed on my plate. She holds up her talon in front of you, impaled on the tip of it is an eyeball, the right one. Yet to the festive hall he returned, it seems, and our time together has he shared, and now you have come. Success. Oh gods, we found her. Oh boy. Revel, I have many questions for you. The crown shakes her head, your blurred vision seeing 3 images at once. Her greyish hair is like brambles drifting down her shoulders. No, only time for answers does Revel have, and she has no time to waste with your guess questions. Know this, and in the knowing grow strong. You must find me, my precious man. But how? I do not know.
Updated my journal.
Shh! I am beyond knowing in a lady's place. I don't know why I'm giving this person a Scottish accent. Shh, and I listen to Revel, for there is much you must do. To find me are 3 things must you do. Find the door, know the key, then unlock the key. Door? The door is not a finished thing, at least when I last gazed upon it, But in the passing of time, perhaps now well-watered is. Go to the place of forges and steel. Perhaps there you will find the door that takes one to me. Revel, I know that the key is a piece of you, but I don't know how to find it. The key is of me, is it not? Not? The crone hisses as if trying to gather her thoughts, and your vision blurs again. No picture it is, no tale, no stone, but the key is something of me, a labour of my own flesh and blood. Seek it. Lives it does. Okay. What door do you speak of? The door is... okay. Don't know how to find it. When you say unlock the key, what do you mean? Knowing the key is not enough, so Revel thinks. Knowing it and then unlocking it, 2 tasks that must be joined. For at times a thing knows not its nature, but you are no stranger to that. Revel cackles, a long hideous cry that fills your ears with pain. Revel... I know the key is a piece of you, but don't know how to find it. Wait, have I clicked on that? Unlock the key, what do you mean? What door do you speak of? Okay. Unlock the key. And show more. There we go. In your headcanon, Anna is Revel in disguise? Apparently so! Revel, how am I talking to you if this is someone else's experience? Of stones and experience and telling will Revel do, but not the telling of how she speaks to you now. She speaks soothingly. Many are the branchings and twistings of Revel, and many are her secrets. I need you, and I need you knowing of this. Show more. So, talkie. What door do you speak of? Okay. Revel. Return. I will give what help I can. Revel gives a final smile. A horrible yellow-fanged grin. A blackish tongue darts from her lips and lingers at the edge, teasing. But in the end, only one question remains. Only one question, this I ask. Revel's eyes blaze like fire as the red light turning her face blood red. What can change the nature of a man? At the question, you feel a tremor pass through like thunder, and you feel yourself burn. Your vision clears until you're standing once again before the hideously green stone. It looks different than before, more horrid somehow. Oh. Alright, so this stone right here should be... wow, that's a lot here. Deacon's Christmas. Ooh. Door, know the key, unlock the key. Alright. So, the objective hasn't changed. We need to prove to Casa Ceres that she's, Revel's daughter. What a fun thing. Because she's a nasty, nasty lady, is Revel. Alright, here we go. Huh? The inscription around the... this might not be helpful. The inscription around the base of the Century Stone indicates that it holds the experience week-long hunting trek across the forests of Arborea. Begin the sensation. You're standing in a circle of white tents deep in the woods somewhere. The trees around you are by far the largest you've ever seen. Suddenly, there's an odd prickling sensation at the back of your skull. Continue experience. So these 3 stones, the legacy that are mentioned. I think there's a... Dionara mentioned an advocate, and there's an advocate's office in this part of the city that I think we can go to. Your surroundings melt into a colorless smear, then slowly resolve into what looks like the interior of a large grey sphere. Across from you stands a figure almost identical to yourself. His eyes flash in the half-darkness. A mad smile splits his features. I knew you would come. Greetings. Oh, greetings, greetings. So good to see you. He sneers. I bid your murderous tongue be silent. That's right, murderous. Your pretend innocence is laughable. Who are you? Oh, don't you know? Didn't all those filthy, lying, thrice-be-damned journals tell you who I am? Those journals were so conveniently left for me when I woke. Those journals that called me an incarnation. Ha! Burn them all I did, all that I found. So, what did they say exactly? They spoke lies, 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 and nothing more. filth about a man who forgets himself, other incarnations of preserving their experiences in writing so later lives could benefit. Thieves, it's my life, mine. You all want to steal my body and you won't have it. So you're one of my earlier incarnations? He crosses his arms and looks away. If you'd put stock in such trash, yes. What do those lying journals say? Where am I? Oh, this? He gestures at random stickering. Just a little trap is all. I realize that killing you, body thieves, might not be enough. I might have to trap you, ensnare you for eternity. You may have realized by now that there's no way out of this sensory stone. Your mind is locked here. You'll not the rather sparse surroundings I've left for you. All to help the madness set in good and quick while your flesh rots away. He chuckles evilly. 6th and 3rd K. I thought the rest of her hint. Yeah. Yes, 6th and 3rd K. 6, 3, K... Damn it! I know I should have mentioned that. I have some questions then. Your early incarnation across his arms looks away indignantly. Save for a few more tufts of hair on his head, is identical to you. Even his arms have most of the tattoos yours do. How did you make this trap? Can't tell you that. It'll never be replicated. The magics used in its creation were lost, even to me. Clever it is, though. One experience hidden beneath the other, so that no flesh but my own would set it off. So there's actually 2 sensations within this stone. Yes, that of the abhorrent hunting trip and that of this trap. You look suddenly wary of you. Why? Try and force your way into the other sensation through sheer willpower. You try and escape the experience, but nothing comes of it. Your earlier incarnation doubles over with mocking laughter. Surrender! You'll never escape! You may as well lay down and wait to fade away to nothing. I am the only one who can release you, and that I will not do. So, fun fact. Remember that quest to find your journal? There are several that you could have found. Finding any one counts as completing the quest. Oops! Wow, I didn't find a single one! I have some questions for you then. Did you put those tattoos on? No, he looks distraught. That one incarnation, the practical one, did. I tried to burn them off, but the skin regenerates with the tattoo still on them. I've tried to tear them off, stain them with acid. I hate them. But why? His eyes flicker uncomfortably. It is maddening to feel the eyes upon you, reading your body like a book. Read the tattoos. His eyes grow wild. Stop that! Stop reading me! He tries to cover himself with his arms, turning away from you. Keep reading them. The figure's eyes grow even wilder. Stop! Stop now! I'm warning you! He turns away from huddling up to cover more of his body. You see on his back the list of tattooed warnings that Mortar once read to you at the mortuary. There is, however, one line at the bottom that Mortar had neglected to read aloud. Don't trust the skull. Your previous incarnation grows more and more frantic as you keep peering at him. I'm warning you for the last time. Stop! You can't threaten me. You're a recorded memory, an apparition. I'll just keep reading them until you let me out of here. He howls like a madman, thrashing wildly, clawing at his arms and frothing at the mouth. Out! 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 And like that, everything ends. You find yourself standing in the sensorium once more, slightly befuddled, but quite unharmed. Interesting. Well, that wasn't tremendously helpful. Fun. The walls of your tomb count as... Oh. Ironically, this stone mentions journals on paper, but the one you found is on flesh. This one is in stone? I guess so. Let's go quests. Alright, so... Okay, that... Alright, so we need to... Alright, so... That's that one, that's that one, that's that one. I guess maybe we could tell her about that? I don't know. Let's go to the public sensorium and see... Splinter! How can you help me? Right, so... Public. I haven't been here yet. Right, lots of stuff here. Let's go here. Unusual greenish yellow stone is securely fastened to the pedal that rests upon. Leave. Alright, so can't do that one. This unusual light blue stone. Gotta be something in here. Alright, Inside Guide. Unusual violet stone. Oh. Unusual greenish yellow stone. The one thing I don't understand of the nameless one conditions is how does such a cascade of failure death happen that he eventually has a complete reset of his memories? Unless, I would say magic, because magic is all funny. Magic is weird. Did you know? If you had a chance to change your fate, would ya? Alright, is there anyone unique in here I can talk to? Oh, Lady Thorncombe is in there. Isn't she the one who stabbed me? I think so. Right, maybe someone in the sensei would know. Leave. Sensei guide, sensei guide. Okay, then. Let's talk to the sensei guide. Greetings, are you here to use one of the sensory sums? Yes, I am. This man smiles, explaining some of the various sensations that are currently available for your perusal. Right, let's go to unavoidable pain. Good. The stone you shall want to use is one of the small chains, one room clockwise from the stairwell. Clockwise, greenish yellow in color. Alright, over here. This is just a theory, but what if it was intended by his killers? What if they specifically sat there and killed him until his memory died too? That's entirely possible. Because this is made up and you can make up what you want. This greenish yellow stone is the one that the collector directs you towards. Within it lies the experience unavoidable pain. Begin! The experience is a short and violent one. Struggling with another, slightly stronger man on the edge of a blazing hot stream of molten lava. Your weapon hand is slowly, inexorably forced ever closer to the magma. Beads of sweat evaporate the instant they appear. The hair on the back of your hand blackens and smolders above the awesome heat. Finally, your howls of suffering echoing from the canyon walls around you. Your hand in the axe it holds plunges into the lava and charges to ash in a few agonizing seconds. Ah. The experience seems to have stirred some long-forgotten, vaguely similar memory in your mind. You feel as if you've gained something using the centuries. We're getting so much XP from this. Right. Right, Sensei Guide. Tell me about the things. Right. I trust you enjoyed this sensory experience. Something I'm going to do for it. And now like another session. Okay, so unavoidable pain, tender love. Good choice. The stone you shall want to use is one of the small chambers, 2 rooms clockwise from the stairwell, light blue in color. 1, 2. That would be right here then. Tender love. Begin the sensation. Your eyes are closed. You can sense yourself standing on the tips of your toes, pressing against someone tightly. Soft, soft lips brush against yours, giving you the most gentle of kisses. Your heart seems to flutter in your chest, and you feel as if you could fall backwards and simply float off into space. Ooh. The experience seems to have stirred some long-forgotten, vaguely similar memory in your own mind. You feel as if you've gained something from using the sensory stone. Sweet! You can just get 750 XP from this? Jeez! Alright, like another session. Tend to love. Mind-numbing tedium will do. A good choice. The stone you shall want to use is one of the small chains, 3 rooms clockwise in the stairwell. It is violet in color. Alright, so 1, 2, 3 over here. Violet. Alright, violet stones, one that just experienced mind-numbing tedium. The experience couldn't be more than a few minutes long, but hours seemed to pass. A long, boring lecture in the driest, dustiest hall in the University of Charm and Sigil. You look about the vast hall, hoping to catch someone's eye to pull a face at, but the other students are either asleep or staring listlessly in space. You drop your quill pen, pick it up and drop it again just for something to do. You consider stabbing yourself in the eye with it, just to see if your senses haven't been wholly numbed by the incredible boredom. Stir yourself in the experience. Okay then. Memories! 6 3rd K. Oh my god, you passed a memory check? What? Did I? 6 3rd K. What? Did I pass a memory check? Ooh, alright. Like another session. Mind-numbing tedium. Sheer wonder. 4 rooms clockwise in the stairwell. Greenish yellow in color. 1, 2, 3, 4. I wonder if all these guides... Alright. Right, this is one of the sheer wonder. Begin the sensation. Hesitantly open your mouth and take a shallow breath, and water flows into your lungs like cool air. You smile and take a deep breath, gawking in all directions as you slowly sink to the bottom of the harbour, where hundreds of colourful fish weave through the twisting tracks of brilliant coral. As your feet touch bottom, you peer up at the keel of your ship and laugh aloud with joy, a string of bubbles shooting up towards the surface. Ooh. Fascinating. Alright, is there more? I want more memories. Gimme! Like another session. Okay, show more. Oh! Consuming impatience will do. 5 rooms clockwise from the stairwell, reddish orange. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hell yeah, there's more. We're just enjoying memory. There hasn't been any combat in this. Jeez. All these specific scenario. Maybe not. Memory checks happen when you do specific things, if you have the right stats to remember, but these stones appear to just give guaranteed memories. Ugh. Okay. Consuming impatience. You stand debating with Amnas the Horribly Slow, Keeper of the Lion Key, as to whether or not your quest is important enough for him to relinquish the artifact into your care. The whole experience is an exercise in sheer torment. Each and every one of his words is followed by a significant pause. Each and every point he makes is reiterated time and again before he lets you speak. You present an argument, then wait, and wait, and wait while he makes his counterpoint, to which you shoot out a snappy counterpoint of your own. Then must wait yet again for another of Amnas's drawling, meandering, seamlessly endless counterpoints. It's everything you do not to simply lop the fiend's tusked head off and snatch the key from the twisting corpse. Ooh. Neat. Alright. I like the jaunty music that's playing now. I wish I wrote down to Nurse Hinge. Hopefully, if we head to the Advocate's place, our characters remembered. Like another session. Tired Surrender will do. A good choice. The stone you shall want to use is one of the small chambers. 6 rooms across right from the stairwell. It is violet in color. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You just go around in order, basically. Alright, Tired Surrender. Begin the sensation. Shuddering, chattering, hoping beyond hope to be found. You curl into yourself beneath a blanket of snow to save what little warmth you have left. Fighting to keep your eyes open, to remain awake, you become aware that you can no longer feel your arms, your legs, the ice against your face, and tired, so tired you at last resign to the inevitable. You close your eyes, bidding sleep a bitter welcome as the sense of loss forces a single tear, doomed to crystallize before it even reaches your cheek, from your aching eyes. Ooh! So much XP. Hold on a minute. Is there... Oh, wow. Experience next level is... Damn. Alright. Well, we're not getting that much XP, but, like, you know, it's helping. Definitely helping. Alright then. Like another session. Show more. Supernatural Lust. A good choice. Stone you should want to use 7 rooms clockwise from the stairwell, like blue in color. Right then.
I'm gone.
Supernatural Lust. This is gonna be spicy. You find yourself coupling with a succubus, a creature of such intense otherworldly beauty that even her fiend's horns and thrashing tail give you no pause. She gasps under you. You desire her so completely that the whole of your existence seems focused towards a single goal. As your life explodes from you in a starry burst, you hear the delighted laughter of the succubus as she drains you dry, leaving your body but a soulless husk. Ooh. Steamy! Alright, so now we know what to do. There. That's okay. Wait, WTF. Gianara is voiced by Jennifer Hale? Oh! How about that? Another session. Sheer Wonder will do. Tired Surrender, Supernatural Lust. Actually, are there others? Well, one of these two. Psychosis will do. Is one of the small chambers, 1 room clockwise from the stairwell. Ah, greenish yellow in color.
I'm gone.
Right, so we've done all the counterclockwise. Now we've done these. Alright, these might be funky. This is a new... Oh. Huh? Wait, what? Hold on. What? Like another session. Show more. Psychosis, he says. One of the small chambers, 1 room clockwise. Greenish yellow in color. That's this one, isn't it? Isn't it? Wait, no. Is this it? Haven't we already been here? Clockwise. That is clockwise.
Done.
Psychosis. Wait, we've already been here. What? That's weird. The experience is a strange one, very disturbing. You have the point of a knife pressed to someone's throat, your hand clamped over their mouth, and breath hot and heavy in their face. You begin to stab them, slowly. The knife dimples their skin and eventually breaks it. There's the hot rush of blood over your forearm, the sound of strangled respiration, a horrible sense of perverted glee, and it is over. Ooh, yuck. Okay. Now we're going around the room again. Funny enough, Hale has had several roles in Scooby-Doo. Alright, like another session. Show more. Actually, are there others? Festering jealousy. 2 rooms clockwise from the stairwell, light in color. Alright. Right. There's bigger ones, though, apparently.
All right.
Festering jealousy. You feel your lip curl as the fair-haired young hero, armor gleaming like a polished silver mirror, once again enters your tavern. Hanging his velvet cloak on a wall peg, he serves as your patron with a pair of eyes like sea gems and a smile that sets the serving wenches swooning. You set the mug you clean down and hum slyly, thinking of what it'll be like to turn him upside down and shove him in a rain barrel. That's envy, not jealousy, by the way. Okay, then. Interesting. Amongst many more, but I thought it was funny because you said your gang was like Scooby-Doo earlier. Like, honestly, I don't know why, but it kind of is.
Done.
Now, are we Shaggy or Scooby? Is Nameless One more of a Shaggy or Scooby? Definitely not Velma. Alright, let's see here. Show more. Actually, are there others? Bitter Loathing will do. Good choice. 3 rooms clockwise from the stairwell. Here we go.
All right.
Hopefully once we do all of these, Bitter Loathing. Whoa, hello. Venomous tears of pain brimming in your now yellow eyes, you've gathered the tattered remains of your small, scaled red wings off the floor. You humbly back out of Grover's study, gritting your needle-like teeth beneath sealed lips. Sure, you're only a Spinagon, least among devils, but that's no cause for a pit fiend to tear your wings off because he doesn't like the message you brought him. What will your Geludon master do now? He certainly can't say anything to Grover, and what use is a Spinagon without his wings? You'll probably get passed into the pit of flame for incompetence. Vengeance is out of the question. There's little to do but shake your clawed fist and hate, Grover, with all the loathing your hard little black devil's heart can muster. Interesting. Interesting indeed. It means the interesting thing about all these sensations, all the people who had these experiences would have survived and recorded them here. Your teen is all about charisma, so maybe he's a Daphne? Oh no, we might be Daphne. Oh boy. Alright, like another session, show more. Actually, are there others? Bitter Loathing, Pure Glee. 4 rooms clockwise from the stairwell, greenish yellow in color. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm gone.
Interesting.
Alright.
Interesting. Pure Glee. Dancing and leaping about in rhythm with the wood elves, bouncing wrestle music, you and a dozen other dancers spin through the forest clearing like a whirling dervish, smiling and laughing like mad. As the cheering forest dwellers whoop, clap, and dance alongside you, fairies careen through the air above your heads, leaving sparkling trails of colored light. Alright. Almost done. We haven't found anything plot-related, but hopefully we can get there. Like another session, show more. Pure Glee. Frightened Exhilaration. 5 rooms clockwise from the stairwell. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right. I'm gone.
There we go. You twist your head to look up at the large contraption strapped to your back. A set of 4 bat-like wings extend out from it, each made from leather pulled taut over wicker frames. From the precipice you're perched on, Dilgar's floating fortress appears as but a tiny speck suspended in the blue-grey sky, miles away across nothing but empty air. This is how everyone travels on the plane of air, they said. It's easy. You smirk, step back a ways, and make a running leap off the cliff into the cool wind below, leaving your stomach behind. As the wings suddenly catch the air, an amazing rush shudders through your entire body as you soar out over the nothingness and towards the elemental prince's abode. Wow! Flying. Okay then, so that's all the basic ones. So let's see here, like another session. Actually, are there others? Frightening Exhilaration will do. Ooh, hello! Grim Determination. Okay. 6 rooms clockwise from the stairwell, violet in color. Grim Determination. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's so many sensations! So much XP! So much Windows XP.
I'm gone.
Grim Determination. There's so much writing. There's a lot of novels worth of text in this game. The entire hall was in ruins and still in the process of being destroyed as dozens of combatants hurled weapons, deadly arcane magics, and themselves at one another in a desperate struggle to be the last one standing. Plumes of acrid green smoke rose from the pile of limp bodies you dragged yourself out of, having barely escaped the wrath of some fiendish spell. There it was, across the way, through the battling throng, through the bloodthirsty battle ahead of you, sitting untouched on a miraculously upright tail. Your pint of mead! And you'd get it back if you had to kill every last one of these brawling tavern patrons to do it. Never get between a man and his beer. And yes. One of these sensations is over here. Alright, like another session. Show more. Are there others? Show more. Complete bafflement. Alright, a good choice. 7 rooms clockwise on the stairwell, light blue in color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Alright.
Alright, it's all the smaller ones. We're gonna get to the big ones. We're gonna get to this mystery, gang. Complete bafflement. You awake from uneasy dreams to find yourself transformed in your dank lair into a rather small, four-limbed fleshy thing. You're lying on your shell-less, as it were wholly unprotected back, and when you lift your tiny head, unadorned with its usual sensory antenna, a little you can see your pinkish belly, partly covered in soft curling hairs quite unlike the black bristles you're accustomed to seeing there. Your only two, legs now jut from the end of your torso, rather than up from around your abdomen. They look thick and ungainly in proportion to your body and lie there limply, making no attempt to ride you on their own. Only by actively concentrating can you move the things. What has happened to you? Oh, poor fella got polymorphed. Being polymorphed would actually be, like, really disconcerting. I left a legacy in my father's keeping, my love. Asked for the 6th, the 3rd, the K, and the S. In it I bequeath everything to you. It's not much, but with it I left. Thank you, Tolroth! I guess 6-3-KS. Interesting. Perfect. Right, another session. Alright, actually, are there others? What were those, the last few? Sheer Wonder. Actually, are there others? Are there any more? Which one of these? Oh, yes! Horrible Regret! Ooh. Horrible Regret will do. Oh, there's... Wow! 6 more. One of the larger chambers, 3 rooms counterclockwise from the stair room. Reddish orange in color. Okay, Horrible Regret. Let's go have some. 1, 2, 3. Let's go here. There's so many sensations. So many.
I'm gone.
Oh, thank you, 3D Record. Hello. Oh. We're getting crunk on sensations, people. Horrible Regret. You stand on the deck of your flagship, the Divine Hammer, as it floats over the continent of Agaheim. Held aloft by the winds of magic. The very landscape roars and shudders beneath the bombardment of your fleet. 1,000 ships, cannons, and bombards, hurling their sorcerous fire down like vengeful gods. The shock waves began to hit your ship only minutes ago, a constant vibration that sends shudders through the hull of the ancient craft and moves your very bones, accompanied by a constant rumbling bass. As the land's mountains begin to sink and the seas that surround it begin to boil off into the atmosphere, your first officer comes to stand beside you. Continue experience. My Lord Admiral, permission to speak freely, sir. You nod your acquiescence, your stomach sinking as you guess at his question. My lord, forgive me, but how? What gives us the right? 1 billion lives. You speak without turning to him, unable to take your eyes off Rumos, the nation's vast capital city, as it vaporizes into a cloud of superheated gases 12 miles across and growing ever wider. If you only knew the full treachery of the Agarites, First Officer Felm, one which is beyond most any man's comprehension, then you would know. You would speak of our right to annihilate them, with no right to let them live. But, sir, traitors, all of them? Surely among the hundreds of thousands. How many innocents? Silence! Speak of it no more. Our king has spoken. His will be done. The task set to us is a horrible one, not fit for contemplation or questioning. There is no room for pity, no room for remorse, only duty. Oh dear. Hello, 3D Wrecker. Is that describing a nuke? Kind of. It's describing, like, what is basically an orbital bombardment. The two of you stand silently for a time, watching the last minutes of Agarheim. At long last you sigh, a low, stuttering exhalation that sounds as if something is broken inside of you. Beneath the brazen plate that covers the ruined half of your face, your dead eye begins to weep. Ooh. Falm, my friend, I would have you understand. I know now, as I look down at what I have wrought here, that were I to think upon what I have done, what I have truly done, I would be struck mad. A deed such as this, the anguish would overwhelm, destroy me. So, First Officer Falm, it must be that there are no innocents in Agarheim. No mothers, no children, no people. Only traitors. Vile, cunning traitors who deserve no less than the full brunt of our most holy king's wrath. You understand this? Continuing experience. Yes, my lord. Good. Now go. I wish to be alone here. By your command, Lord Admiral. Falm bows his head and returns below deck, leaving you to stand over the end of a civilization. Wow! I was just following orders. Well, you killed everyone. Ooh. Ah, lots of XP. Yummy, 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 yummy. More! Like another session. Show more. Are there others? Are there any more? Horrible regret. Shock and arise to seething vengefulness. Right. Large gym is 2 rooms counterclockwise from the stairwell. Right here. Scooby Gang! Everyone get in here.
Alright.
Woof! This violet stone is the one... Okay. Shock and rise to seething vengefulness. You stand somewhere in the nether regions of the plains. A sweltering place where the ground is beaten copper and the sky is of brass. Here the bodies of sinners, petitioners in this horrid place, are rolled amongst iron brambles and bronze scorpions, and their bones are fine grey dust. You squint at the horizon, the bone dust rising with putrid-smelling gusts of wind that carry with them the sound of agonized moaning. There is nothing but flat metallic landscape as far as the eye can see. The dust is everywhere, in everything. It stings at your eyes, coats the inside of your mouth with a pasty film. You spit, wiping at it with your finger, but it's of no use. The stuff's taste has fouled your mouth completely. You look down at the key in your hand, a minute platinum orb, and picture the man's face who solemnly swore to you the magical portal you just passed through, now gone of course, led to the green fields of Bytopia. Someone, by all the powers and their proxies, was going to pay for this one. Ooh. Ah, so somebody was sent to hell by bad juju. Okay then. Alright. I speak to you. Right, like another session. Show more. Are there others? Complete bafflement. Are there any more? Slowly dawning horror. Right, one room counterclockwise from the stairwell, blue, violet, and color.
Alright.
Alright, Scooby Gang. We're almost done with the sensations. Okay, then. This bluish-purple stone, blah blah blah, slowly dawning horror. How good could it be, you think, regarding the burgundy liquid carefully? Across the table from you, the twisted old man smiles slyly. Please, sir, try, he whispers. His hushed voice the sound of dry leaves blown over a roughly cobbled street. Thou shalt find it more than lives up to thy expectations, I am sure. Okay, see you 3D Wrecker. Good luck with the rest stream board-wise. Bye! You nod at him and lift the crystal goblet into the air, watching the light play through the crimson liquor. You had come a long way for this drink, searched long and hard for this old man, and you'd be damned to let anything rush you now. The moment was to be savoured. You raise the glass to your lips, inhaling the stuff's aroma. The bouquet is light, sweet, intoxicating, almost dizzyingly so. You've tried countless drinks, written tomes about them, their flavors and smells, means of manufacture, in your journeys across the plains, but this stuff was supposed to be legendary. No living man you'd found or heard of had tried this stuff. The stories were ridiculous. Nothing could taste quite so good. But if there were the slightest bit of truth to them, this would be some fine liquor indeed. New experience. At last you drink at the goblet, a cautious sip. Incredible! Indescribable! As the flavor washes over your palate, you fight the urge to shudder with delight. Nothing you have tried in all your long years has tasted quite like this. You look up at the old man, startled to find your glass empty. You had drained it all in a single draught. You wipe your hands with the back of your hand, not entirely sure when you had begun to cry. Tears of joy, eh? The old man laughed softly. Quite pleasing to the tongue, is it not? Wouldst thou like some more, perchance? Uh-oh. He smiles at you once more. Yes. Yes, if I might. Surely, he replies, refilling your glass. Try as you might, you cannot resist downing it. Whoa. Surely, he replies, refilling your glass. Try as you might, you cannot resist downing it in a single gulp. You thrust your finger into the goblet and attempt to find some last hidden drop of the stuff. Several times more does he fill the goblet, and each time you gulp the stuff down as a starving man would devour a feast. Unable to control yourself, to deny yourself another exquisite taste of it. Continue experience. He chuckles softly once more. A drink such as this, a man would do anything for it, no? You nod without hesitation. Yes, a man would. Looking at him, his sly smile suddenly takes on a whole new meaning. A sense of horror begins to creep over you, even as you begin to yearn painfully for more of the blood-red liquor. Continue experience. Yes, yes. The old man grins, his yellow eyes gleaming. A man would do anything in the thrall of such a drink, even the most terrible, the most heinous of deeds, as thou shalt see, my newest servant. Whoa! Drugs! Drugs, drugs, drugs. Drugs, 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 drugs. Okay then. I think there's a few more. Okay, we'll talk to this guy instead. Right, like another session, show more, are there others, show more, any more, and indescribable frustration. 3 rooms, counterclockwise of the stairwell, red and orange in color.
Alright.
There's got to be some plot hidden in one of these stones, right? You became a ghoul after the vampire fed you his blood. Oh, really? Is that what that was? Ah, interesting.
Alright.
This reddish-orange stone is the one that the clock directed you towards. Within lies the experience indescribable frustration. You can see it now, the crown of Hathon, gleaming upon a marble pedestal. No more than 20 strides away it is. With it you could wrest control of the armies of Aethanopolis away from your treacherous brother and restore your father's kingdom. A fool your wretched brother was, you smiled grimly at the thought, to leave the king's only daughter alive, thinking she could do him no harm. A sound, the creak of leather sandals, the softest hissed, over there by that third pillar. She was close now. Palafi the Medusa, jealously guarding the crown her servants had stolen for her so long ago. Crouching behind a wide pillar, you wrap your hand tightly around your trusted, thrice-blessed javelin. With your helm of swiftness and the 100-mirrored shield, even a beast such as Palafi would be no match for you. Any moment now she would round the pillar and meet the sight of you. Even as she turned away from the shield, your javelin would surely find her throat. Continue experience. Suddenly there is a gentle touch on your shoulder. You gasp, spinning around to face, of course, the Medusa. Accepting the inevitable, you only have time to loose a piercing cry of frustration before your lungs, and every other part of you, solidifies into cold grey stone. But presumably she survived this and recorded it. The experience... Okay, wow, you got petrified. My goodness. Sucks to be you. Right, another session. And are there others? Yes, there are. Are there any more? A vastly important secret. And lycanthropy. Excellent. 2 rooms counterclockwise. Hell yeah, come on, Scooby Gang. Right, secret, tell no one. Fun fact, I think I know where you can find the person who left that menagerie of getting petrified. Ooh. Cryptic hint would be nice. It's Violet Stone. Vastly important secret. 6 Imperial servants rush ahead of you, swinging the golden doors of the Dragon Palace wide. Long live the Empress! They cry in unison. 1,000 years, long live the Empress, 1,000 years. Beyond the threshold, dozens of loyal warlords, kings in their own right, drop to their knees, touching their heads to the floor in deference as you pass them en route to the Grand Imperial Throne. As you turn and face your minions, seating yourself upon the Imperial Throne, you allow a small, satisfied smile to creep across your carefully painted lips. There is but one thought in the forefront of your mind. That the body of the young Empress, Wu Sun Sha, lies broken at the bottom of the Well of Solitude, and that you, Ba Hua, a horse merchant's daughter, are at last poised to shake the Empire and the corrupt Wu dynasty to its very foundations. Oh, hell yeah. So yourself from the experience? That is a That is a sweet secret. How did they get that sensation? I do like how all of these stories, like, there's whole stories in there. D&D, you know, you get good stories out of it. Like another session, show more. Are there others? Show more. Are there any more? Lycanthropy. Right. One room counterclockwise. This should be interesting. Okay, I don't think there's any helpful plot here, but,
All right.
let's go here. The proper polish in hand. Perhaps an artistic statue should be refinished. Oh. Interesting. Begin the sensation. Suddenly, where the hour has almost come, you leap from your bed and run flying from your cottage into the surrounding woods. Some in the dark, you come to a small moonlit clearing, the one you found last week and decided to use tonight. You hastily strip off your clothes, sit in the long grass, and wait. Continue experience. You close your eyes, listening to the steady chirp of crickets, the throaty croaking of bullfrogs in the nearby creek, the rustle of the grass as the wind caresses it. What would someone think, seeing this through your eyes, experience this in the moment and what was next to come? Soon you would travel to the city, find a cleric to rid you of the curse, but for now you might as well make the best of things. You rub your hands together with anticipation, grinning like a bearded, fire-haired giant of a madman, sitting naked and alone in a forest clearing in the dead of night. Continue experience. A prickling sensation runs across your skin, and your senses sharpen dramatically. You breathe in through your nose, inhaling the scent of everything around you. The damp earth, the sweat on your castle clothes, the opossum clinging fearfully to the tree behind you. Continue experience. You open your eyes and look down at your forearms. The faint moonlight reveals the slightest quivering across the surface, but in moments the flesh begins to ripple impossibly, tufts of thick brown fur standing forth, with a grisly cracking sound like popping joints and grinding bones. Your back and shoulders begin to hunch and broaden, uncomfortable but not quite painful. Your muscles, your entire body mass, doubles, triples in size, and continues to grow. Still fascinated by the transformation yourself, you watch as your fingers wither away to nothing, hands swelling into meaty paws from which burst fur and massive black claws. The night seems to become brighter as your eyes transform, become accustomed to the darkness. A wide muzzle comes into view, and you touch your wet, snuffling nose delicately, chuckling to yourself. Next time you think, you have to stare into a mirror or pond as the curse takes effect. Watch your face warp and change, losing its familiar shape to become a bear's. Continue experience. Soon it becomes difficult to concentrate upon anything but your more basic urges. Food would be good right now. Yes, food. Perhaps you'll get lucky and find a nice fat catfish in the creek. You rise off your massive haunches with a huff and begin to amble through the trees on all fours, heading for the water's edge. Okay, so, fun fact, lycanthropy is specifically wolves, and it's mildly irritating that D&D classes lycanthropy as turn into any kind of animal, because that's therianthropy. Nitpicky, I know. That was a bad hint, lol. Yep, it was. Okay, then. Is there anything plot-related here? Anything plot-related at all? Like a session, I believe we've done all of them. Are there others? Show more. Are there any more? Lycanthropy. Last sensations you described. Not right now. Questions. Okay. It'll do, farewell. Alright, that's basically it. Lycanthropy, I thought that was just a furry. Okay, my voice is actually kind of ragged right now from so much reading out loud, so I'm going to get a screenshot right now.
Endure. In enduring, grow strong.
Shut up. Ta-da! That's totally not going to be the thumbnail. Okay, then. Alright, that'll frickin' do for this stream. I think we've made progress. We've gotten a hell of a lot of... How much XP do we have? Well, we got a lot. We're level 8 fighter. Wow. That's quite leveled by D&D standards. Alright, that'll frickin' do. Let's save here. Who do we raid? No one is streaming right now that we know of, so... I'm just going to save here. And... what do we do? That many, yeah. What do we say again? Oh, goodness. Alright. So let's go here, and I'm going to go share the VOD channel. If you want to see the full playthrough of this, the VOD channel I will now share here. It is BorderRRR streams. Please go subscribe to that. VOD channel is here. There you go. And what else? What else? What else do we do here? Well, we sign off. What do we say again? Don't get eliminated. Yep, that is pretty good advice, honestly. Have a good rest of day/night. You too, driver. And, yeah. See you next time. Drawing stream tomorrow. We're drawing something. Something beginning with I. That is a dinosaur. Because I commit to things. Alright. Oh yeah, buy book, buy Patreon, follow links. Actually, yeah, I will link the book here as well. Because why not? It's a good book. You'll like it. Where is book? Where is book? Behold book. Book. Book, 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 book. And buy YouTube as well. It's only a few $1 billion in value. It's not that much. Alright. Have a great one, everyone. See you next time. Farewell.